if you guys would find your textbooks and turn to page 506, or if you can grab out these guided notes, it's over 9.4 of unknown measurements. And we're just going to pull out a couple of these questions and work through together with the guided notes and then see if we can figure out the area of our composite figures without the guided notes. Okay, so a friend gave you 120 feet of fencing. You decide to fence in a portion of the backyard for your dog, and you want to maximize the amount of fencing. Think about circles. So our big thing that we've been dealing with are circles and composite figures. So it looks like this person here is wanting to fence in a circular portion for their dog. Okay, so draw a diagram, label dimensions, and compute the maximum fenced area. Okay, all right. So I'm going to start off by drawing a circle. Not as pretty, kind of looks like a weird shaped oval. All right, and I want to maximize up to 120 feet worth of fencing. Okay, which means my 120 feet is going to be the entire distance around my circle. Okay, that's the max I want to be. Now, what do we remember? What's the word for the distance around a circle? That is my circumference. Okay, that is my circumference. Now, how do I find the circumference of a circle? I have two formulas. I'm going to use C equals 2 pi r. Okay, I have two formulas, this one or C equals pi times d, but I want to use this one. Okay, I want to find the radius. Well, I'm told that the max I can have is 120 feet. So I'm going to substitute 100 in for C and rewrite my equation. Okay, remember, my first step is to write my equation. Okay, my second step here is to plug in my numbers that I have, and I'm going to change pi to 3.14 times r. Okay, and now my goal is to solve for r. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. Let's go over here off to this side. So 3.14 times 2, 8, 2, 6. I have two places, so 6.2. So 120 is equal to 6.28 r. Divide both sides by 6.28. Okay. Dividing both sides by 6.28, and I'm going to get r is going to equal, let's see. I lost it. There we go. I'm going to kind of cheat here and use my calculator, because it's not a nice even number, and I get that I have 19.1. So from the center to any point on the outside, it is 19.1 foot. Okay. Now, Ms. Roberts, why is this important? Well, look at the question. It says, well, you want to maximize the amount of fenced land, meaning I want to maximize the area that the dog is going to have. Well, to find the area, I need the radius, which is what I just found. Okay. I found that the distance, I only have 120 feet worth of fencing. I want to know my max area. Well, okay, found the circumference. Now I need to find the area of my circle. And I know that my formula for area of a circle is pi r squared, okay? Or pi times r times r, okay? R times r is the same thing as r squared, all right? Well, first step is to write my formula. Second step is spread it out. 3.14 times my radius again, okay? So radius squared. All right, let's go over here off to the side. So 19.1 times 19.1, 191, placeholder 9, let's do 81. 9 plus 8 is 17, placeholder 191, and add them up. So I get 1, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 and 7, so 7, if 9 and 8 is 17, that should be 16, should be 3. Let me double check, 19.1 squared 364.81. So 3.14 times 364.81. And my third step is to solve. All right, let's start over here. 364.81 times 3.14. Now, do I have to line up my decimals when multiplying? No. Well, this ends up lining up just great, which is okay. So 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2, 4 times 8 is 32. Double checking myself. 16, 17, 18, 19, 24, 25, 12, 13, 14. All right, done with the 4 placeholder. Now I've got one that's pretty easy. 1, 8, 4, 6, 3. All right, boom, boom. Now I'm with the 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 8 is 24. 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 9, and 10. All right, 4, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 8 is 20. 8, 9, 10, 15, 10, 14, 15, 9, 10, 14, 1, 1. Okay, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And my area is 1,145. And we're going to round it up to the nearest tenth, which is this place here. So I look to the 0. It's less than that. So I stay at 0.5 feet squared. Okay, that is the maximum area that this person can have. All right, let's look at problem number 2. Problem number 2. All right, so I got myself a composite figure, which a composite figure is 2 figures put together to create a bigger figure. Okay, a figure is a composite of a rectangle and 2 semicircles. Determine the area of the figure. Okay, determine my area of the figure. So here we go. What shapes are used to create this image? Well, the first one I see is a rectangle. And I know that my area of my rectangle is base times the height. Okay, the first thing I see is a semicircle. And this little bubble here, it's asking me this question. How would you find the area of a semicircle? Think about how you would find the area of a normal circle. Well, a semicircle is a circle that is cut directly in half. Okay, so in order to find that, I'm going to take my equation and I'm going to multiply it by 1/2. I'm going to take it in half. So I'm going to have pi r squared times 1/2. Okay, and I see that I also have another semicircle on the other side. And I'll do the same thing. So 1/2 pi r squared. Okay. All right, so here we go. Area of shape 1, which is my rectangle. So this is 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to rewrite my formula. So my first step is area is equal to base times the height. Okay. Second step, I'm going to fill in my information. My base is 13 times the height of 6.5. So 13 times 6.5, 5 times 3 is 15, 5, 6. Placeholder, 18, 6, and 7. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 8, I have one decimal place. So the area of my rectangle is 84.5. Okay. Okay, the next one is the area of my second shape, which is going to be my first semicircle here. So it's going to be 1/2 pi r squared. First step. Second step, I'm going to take everything and expand it. So 1/2 pi turns into 3.14 times, well, okay, I've got 6.5, and this is my diameter, and I need to find my radius. So I'm going to do down here 6.5 divided by 2, and I'll go ahead and tell you guys that, and you should get 3.25 times 3.25. Okay. All right, and my third step, you forget that, is to solve. So 1/2 times 3.14 times, let me go ahead and give this to you, squared, 10.5625. Then multiply this by 3.14. Area is equal to 1/2, and let's go ahead and round it, 33.17. Now, since this is a semicircle, it's only half of this, and so I'm going to divide it by 2 to get 16.58 centimeters squared. This one was centimeters squared too. Okay. All right, and the last one is asking me for the area of the semicircle, so I'm going to have the same equation, 1/2 times pi r squared. Now let's look. What is one of my properties of a rectangle? Is that I have 2 congruent sides. Well, if this is 6.5, then this is 6.5. And then look, we already did all of the math. Okay, so it's the same thing. So the area of my second semicircle is 16.58 centimeters squared. Okay. Now think about it. I want to know a figure's composite here. Determine the area of my figure. So I want to know the area of this entire figure. So what do you think I need to do with all 3 of these areas that I've found? I need to add them all up. So I'm going to take my shape 1 plus shape 2 plus shape 3. So 84.5 plus 16.58 plus 16.58. And if you would, please take a moment and pause this video to find out what is the final total. And you should get 117.66 centimeters squared. That is the final area of your entire shape here. Okay. All right, problem number 2. So number 2, you're on page 508. Okay, give you guys just a minute to get there. All right, so here we go. A circle is inscribed in a square. Determine the area of the shaded region. So inscribed means to draw within a figure so as to touch in as many places as possible. Okay, so I want to know what is the area of everything right here. What's this entire area for me? Okay, so the first thing I need to do is figure out what 2 shapes do I have. Well, the first shape I see is, I'm told obviously, is a circle. And what is my area of a circle? It is pi r squared. Okay, the second shape I see is a square. Okay, and the area of a square is base times the height. Okay, it is base times the height. Okay. So the first thing I have is my circle. So let's go ahead and rewrite our formula here. Pi r squared. So that's my first step. Okay. My second step is to fill in as much information as I know. So area is equal to 3.14 times what is my radius? And that is 15 times 15. And then the third step is to solve 3.14. I'm going to do this off to the side. So 15 times 15. 25, 5, 6, 7, placeholder, 5, 1, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 225. And then I need to find out what is my area. So 225 times 3.14. 4 times 5 is 20, 8, 10, 8, 9, placeholder, 5, 2, 2, placeholder, 15, 6, 7, 6, 0, 5, 9, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 7, and I have 2. So the area should be 706.50, and this is in meters. Meters squared. Okay. All right, the area of shape 2, which is my square, I know this as base times the height. Well, what do I notice here? I notice that I'm not given the side lengths of it, but I'm told how to find it. So inscribed means to draw within a figure so as to touch as many places as possible, okay? And the other bit of information I need to know is that my radius. Well, if my radius from here to here is 15, what is the distance from here to here? That's also 15, right? What about the distance from here to here? That's also 15. Well, what's my diameter? It's 30. And what do you notice about the length of my diameter? It's the same length of my square. So it's going to be 30 by 30. Okay, a square, all sides are equal. Okay, so step 2, fill in as much information as I have. So 30 times 30. Okay, Step 3 is to solve. Well, I'm going to teach you a trick here. When multiplying with tens, I multiply the first two numbers together. So 3 times 3 is 9. And then add the number of zeros that I have. So 900 meters squared. Okay, 900 meters squared. Now, here's the difference between last problem and this one. I want to know the area of the shaded region. So I have the area of my circle, and I have the area of the entire square itself. What do you think I need to do? I need to subtract. So I'm going to take the area of my square. So area of square. And I'm going to subtract it from the area of circle. Okay. I want to take the area of my square and I want to take out the area of my circle to find shaded. Okay, so 900 minus 706.50, and the area of my shaded region should be 193.50 meters squared. That is the area of my shaded. Okay. All right. Number 5. Let's see. Do these two and then you guys. Okay. Number 5. One medium circle and one small circle. There we go. They touch each other and each circle touches the large circle. Okay, so I've got baby, medium, and I've got a really, really large circle here. All right. So they're all touching each other. I want to determine the area of the shaded region, which means I want to know this area here. Okay. So what shapes are used to create this image? Well, I'm going to label them. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to have a large circle. And his formula is going to be pi r squared. Second one is baby circle. His formula is also pi r squared. And 3 is medium circle. And his formula is pi r squared as well. Okay. So we've got to find the area of all of these pieces of circles. Okay. So the first shape I have is the area of the large circle. So pi r squared. And I can go ahead and write this in for all of them because they are all circles. Makes my life easy. First step here. Second, all the way across. And let's think. I need to find the radius of my first circle. Okay, I need to find the radius of my first circle. Well, I know the radius of my large circle. He's 12. Okay, so what about the diameter? Well, my diameter is 24. Okay. And if you think about it, from here to here is 24 as well. Okay, so, well, I mean, I've got part of it. Now I need to know this. Well, my radius for my small circle is 3. What about the diameter? So 3 plus 3 is 6. This right here is also known as my diameter. As long as I'm going from endpoint to endpoint through the center, I'm going through the diameter. So my diameter for my large circle is 24 plus 6, which equals 30. Okay. Well, radius is 30 divided by 2, and that is 15. Okay, that is 15. Yep, okay. All right, so I have area is going to equal, yes, trying to make sure I'm doing this right, 3.14 times 15 times 15. Whoops. Okay. Yes, give me just a moment. You go ahead and figure that out. Give me just a second here. Yep, they made a mistake. Okay, so 15 times 15. What did you guys get? You should have received 3.14 times 225. I feel like we've already done that here. And then the third step is to solve. So area should equal 706.50, okay, meters squared. All right, now find the area of my baby circle. Well, I have area is equal to 3.14 times my radius, 3 times 3 again. Well, I know it's 3.14 times 9. Nine times 4 is 36. 9 times 1 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 27, 28. So the area should be 28.26 meters squared. And then the last one, the area of the medium circle. So area is equal to 3.14 times 12 times 12. 3.14 times 144. Area is equal to, so I'm going to go over here off to the side, 3.14 times 144. 4 and 4 is 16. 4, 5, 12, 0, 6, 5, 2, 1, 0, 0. 4, 1, 3, 0. Wait. 6. Oh, wait, that's supposed to be a 6. Whoops. 6. 5 plus 4 times 1 is 5. 5 and 6 is 11. I need to fix my numbers. 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. I should get 452, 16. Yep. Just double checking myself. 452.16 meters squared. All right. Well, I'm not done here. Okay. Now I have the area of each individual circle. My question was asking me, what is the area of all of this shaded region? Okay. So what I need to do is I need to take out the area of the medium and the baby circle. So what I'm going to have here is I'm going to do two things. Okay. I'm going to do two things. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take shape 2 and 3 and add these together. Okay, so 28.26 plus 452.16. Okay, I want to add my two white circles together. So 28.26 plus 452.16. Hopefully you guys received this, meters squared. Now, the second step I'm going to do, okay, so that's the first step. The second step I'm going to do is take shape 1, my large circle, and subtract it from my added circles, okay, to get me the shaded. So I'm going to take the entire area, 706.50, and I'm going to subtract 480.42 from it. And this will give me the area of my entire shaded circle, or just give me the entire shaded region, which should be 226.08 meters squared. Do not forget your units squared. Okay? All right, let's try one more. Number 4. Okay, number 4. So a figure is composed of a trapezoid and a semicircle. Okay, determine the area of the figures. So here we go. My first shape is trapezoid. Okay, I know my formula for trapezoid is 1/2 B1 plus B2 times the height. B1 is my first base, B2 is my second base, and then there is my height. The second one is a semicircle. And what we learned from earlier, it is half the area of a normal circle. So 1/2 pi r squared. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's rewrite our first step. We need to rewrite our equation, 1/2 B1 plus B2 times the height. Second step, fill in anything I have. So area is equal to 1/2. My first base is 16 plus 7 times 7. Okay. Well, 16 plus 7 is 23. So 1/2 times 23 times 7. And the third step is to solve it. So 23 times 7. So area is equal to 1/2, 161. And so 161 divided by 2. Let's get some long division in here. 2 can't go into 1, but it can go into 16 8 times. 0 left over. 1, well, I can't do 1. But it can go into 10 5 times to have the area is equal to 80.5, and this is in feet squared. Okay. All right, my semicircle, so it's going to be 1/2 the area of a normal circle, 1/2 pi r squared. Second step, fill in what I know. Well, pi turns into 3.14 times my radius squared. Well, my diameter is 7, so what's half of 7? 7 divided by 2 is 3.5, so I have 3.5 times 3.5. And then the third step is to solve it. So 3.14 times, let's do this, 3.5, 3.5. 5 and 5 is 25, 15, 16, 17, placeholder, 15, 9, 10, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 1. I have 2 placeholders, whoop, 12.25. Always double check myself. And then I'm going to go do this. That area is going to equal 38.47. I rounded it up here. Feet squared. All right, so it wants to know the area of my entire figure. Well, everything's shaded, so I don't have to take anything away. So that means I'm going to add my two numbers up together. So I'm going to have 38.47 plus 80.50, because when adding, I'll line up my decimals. 7 plus 0 is 7, 4 plus 5 is 9. Bring down my decimal, 8 and 0 is 8. 8 and 3, 8, 9, 10, 11 is 11. So my entire area of my figure should be 118.97 feet squared. 118.97 feet squared. Okay. All right. So this problem is on page 513, and this problem is on page 515. I want you guys to try those two on your own and check back with the answer key. If you have any questions, please let me know.